Hey guys, it's Jeff, the Digital Disciple from Disciple Me, coming at you today to say thank you to everyone who came out and saw me at the today's Teens Conference, came out and saw me and Patrick running our table, and thank you to all the new people who signed up for our email list. That was really kind of you, and it's really, honestly, I have no idea how much it means to us to be able to look at that sheet and see each individual name, and be able to stay in contact with you guys. It's a really awesome thing, so thank you again. While we're at the conference, we were talking a lot about our workshops. We've got several different workshops. We've got 2 adult ones, 3 adult ones, and 2 youth and children ones. One of them in particular is called the Web Presence Crash Course. It's basically exactly the way it sounds. It is a crash course on how to build a sustainable and edifying and engaging web presence where you can stay in touch and keep communication up with your congregation, but also reach new people who've never heard the gospel before or never heard of your church before. And I think it's been around for a little while. It's been around probably about a month and so. We're doing one in Ajax in a few weeks, but it never really got the launch that it deserved or that it needed, because we've only been doing this since January 1st, so sort of everything launched all at the same time. And so I really wanted to take some time over the next week or so to really talk about it a lot, because I think it's a really important workshop. There's so many stats out there that are telling us that being web present and being in greater communication on the internet is so important to congregational life and to growth and to communication in general. Something like, I think it was 46% of people say that the way a website looks is their first determining factor of whether an organization is credible or not. So people are judging your website within the first 5 to 8 seconds of being on it. And if it's not helpful, if it's too cluttered, if it's whatever, they're moving on. So we have to be sort of really building this presence up, and how to do that and what that looks like, and how to post things in an efficient way that people actually see it and engage with it. So again, I think it's really important. I just think, especially because 30%, sorry, I can go back to the stats, 30% of Christians cite that the internet is the first place that they start to look for a new church as well. So if we got almost half the people who use the internet are looking at churches and saying, like, this site isn't credible because it doesn't look very good, or in general, and then we got 30% of those people who are Christians saying this church website doesn't look good, I'm going to move on. Those are really powerful statistics, and those are a bad pair to have, I think, and I think it puts us in a really bad spot. Again, like I was saying, really important workshop, and I'm really excited about the potential for it. But what we're going to do over the next week and a bit, we're going to be sort of talking it up. I'm going to be releasing a lot of free internet resources in terms of how to post things on Instagram, and sort of what you should be on the lookout for when you're crafting a post, and all these other things. Really, some really good stuff coming up. And but we're also doing a webinar, and so the webinar is actually 1/3 of the workshop. It's the first third of the workshop, which is on social media. And so as we go through the following week, I'll talk about it a little more, but it's going to be on Saturday, the 11th of March. We're going to do 2 of them. We're going to do one at 6 o'clock and one at 8 o'clock. There is only 9 spaces available in each, because it's on a Google Hangout, so you can only use Google Hangouts with 10 people at a time. I'm one person, so I'm going to be running it, and so there's only going to be space for 9 of you. So that's 18 spaces total. So you want to make sure that you get in right away and get registered and set up. It costs only $25, which, when you compare that to the fact that it's 1/3 of a $300 workshop, you are saving $75, 75% off on that 1/3 of the workshop when you come and do it online. And the great thing is, too, is when you are finished, if you decide that this is a workshop you want to do, we're going to take the $25 and put it towards your workshop, so you get it at a little bit of a discount. The first 3 people who sign up for it will get it for free, because we like giving stuff away. We gave away some packages at today's Teens Conference, and it felt really good, so we're going to do that again. So the first 3 people who sign up get it free. There's only 18 spots, so there's 15 spots left after that. $25, total steal, really valuable information, can really make an immediate impact on your ministry. And I think, again, it's just one of the most important subjects that the church has to face going forward, is how are we going to communicate with our culture on the methods that our culture communicates with. There's so much to say. I don't want to keep you all for too long. I'm going to have to edit some of this out. So I'll come back with more to say on that as things develop. But March 11th, 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock, 18 spaces, 15 after the first three. First three are free. Okay. Thanks. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks again.